They provide professional makeup artists for full makeup services throughout the photo shoot. There's also a professional photographer guiding each pose, helping participants capture ideal shots. Imagine sharing a Ferrari with 50 others or a fine dining meal for 60. These group arrangements make luxury accessible. Even a yacht cruise shared among 100 people focuses on creating high-quality photos at a budget-friendly rate. Young men in China, especially those born after the year 2000, are teaming up to create their own version of elite social profiles. Some of the most stunning scenes going viral on Chinese social media, like waking up in Paris, weekend getaways in a new Porsche, or contemplating life at a Michelin 3-star restaurant, are all made possible through these group purchase deals. For a few thousand yuan, high-end photoshoot packages are turning regular young men into successful businessmen. The photoshoot locations cover a variety of popular high-end spots to check in at. Trendy bookstores for an artsy look. The Shangri-La where you can strike CEO poses. Afternoon tea at 5-star hotels as a standard luxury. Rooftop bars for a sophisticated urban elite vibe, or even a flight experience. And what's more, it's all available today. They provide adorable pet shops for those perfect cat lover shots. There's also a pajama party set up to create a warm and caring social media persona. The entire service is only 3,000 yuan, an absolute bargain. Service providers also go the extra mile with a wardrobe of trendy men's fashion, so you can say goodbye to outdated outfits. Professional captions, so there's no more stress over what to post on WeChat moments. Guidance for photo editing to help you reach the peak of life. All location fees are covered. Just note that food, drinks, accommodation, and transport are split equally. Interested in finding the service? Just search social media display photos on Taobao. Screens are filled with yachts, luxury cars, and private jets. As one provider aptly put it, a well-curated photo display equals a ticket to the top of life. These are top-tier custom services with real participants. There's also a lower-tier version where group organizers regularly update with aesthetic photo sets. There are scenes for any occasion, designer bags, luxury offices, and pre-made captions ready for WeChat moments. The group also organizes impressive on-site photoshoot events. Observers on Xiaohongshu noted young men taking it up a notch, renting a shared luxury apartment just for photo shoots, including props like imitation Richard Mille watches, shared Japanese cuisine, shared Bentley rentals, and even borrowed office spaces. The most extreme? Hiring college students to play the role of employees. The funniest part is when 50 people rent a VIP private room in a high-end restaurant, each taking turns sitting in the main seat, donning birthday hats. They have cakes, champagne, and balloons ready. Each person takes 15 minutes to shoot and saves the photos with a caption, "Thankful for my birthday and everyone's company." Then they post these photos on their real birthdays. 20 men chasing dolphins by the beach and posing near a volcano surrounded by lava for the ultimate scenic effect. Outside a luxury hotel, 20 men pose with a Ferrari, and it only costs a few dozen yuan to snap a shot. Here, 50 people are grouping up for a ski trip in Xinjiang. 100 people share the cost of a makeup artist. 10 people share one bathtub. For a budget option, rent a BMW for a day at 1,000 yuan, shared among 200 people. Each person pays 5 yuan and gets 7 minutes for photos. The latest office building group package offers a half-day pass. Enjoy city skyline views, afternoon tea, and professional work photos all in one. 12 people take turns checking in. For just a few dozen yuan per person, you can look like a polished elite professional. There's now a marriage partner group where young men package themselves as elite professionals to attract wealthy women. In this group, the popular saying is, "Team up and turn that bike into a motorcycle." While it's said as a joke, it resonates with young people looking for a way to turn their lives around. But ultimately, this is all about creating a social media persona. In reality, they know they still have to work hard, but no one can keep up appearances forever. That said, for some, the act leads to real success. Now, let's break down how these top-tier male influencers are building their careers. They're attractive, high-profile men. Some are top university graduates who studied overseas. Some are startup founders, and others are elite professionals in high-end fields. Their shared goal is to connect with wealthy women. These men spend tens of thousands of yuan to join exclusive clubs. These clubs introduce them to golf courses, art events, wine tastings, and high-end tea salons. Naturally, to fit into these circles, they need the right packaging. An elite education and a respectable career are basic requirements, but refined conversation skills, fashion, and etiquette are essential too. Most importantly, they need a solid project or career plan to gain entry into these circles. These skilled men know that if they catch the attention of a wealthy woman, she might even send them money for support. They'll often politely decline, saying, "I appreciate your generosity, but I can't accept it. If you really believe in me, let's discuss a project and support me through business." On the lower end, some just rely on good looks and a polished profile. They might start by spending a few thousand yuan on an e-commerce platform like Xianyu to get a personal entry. For around 5,000 or 6,000 yuan, they can create a professional-looking bio. Next, they find a respectable job as a cover. The most common choices are music academy teachers or host trainers at broadcasting centers. With this title, they open an account on Chinese TikTok and start selling courses. After buying some followers to reach tens of thousands, they're officially a teacher. This setup actually costs only around 10 or 20,000 yuan, yet proves to be surprisingly effective. This way, when they meet wealthy women, they can present themselves as having respectable careers, not just good looks. This level of presentation often impresses. With attractive looks and a decent job, there's no shame in being seen with them. These young men know all the tricks. When a wealthy woman sends a red envelope, they reply with sweet messages. If she sends 20,000 yuan, they might even change their flight last minute to visit her. They charm these women completely, leaving them infatuated. But here's the twist. When the woman starts to hold back a bit on spending, guess what happens? The young man starts advertising on his WeChat moments, posting food and travel photos with a mysterious lady's hand in the shot. It's a foolproof move. How could the wealthy woman sleep soundly after seeing this? It gets even more intense. The man might play his trump card. "There's a beautiful and wealthy girl who's been pursuing me. If you think we're not a good match, I might start seeing her. But if you want me to stay, transfer 20,000 yuan and I'll visit you every month." The wealthy woman becomes furious, nearly losing her temper. Yet, after investing so much money and emotion, pulling away isn't easy. In a hilarious twist, when she consults a relationship blogger, they silence her with a single line. "Well, you're guilty for having the money." Women who don't have it never face this issue. These handsome men join private clubs with a clear goal, to cash in. Once they've gotten enough, they'll cut ties without hesitation. However, the women eventually come to a realization. If they can't quit handsome men, they may as well keep transferring money. This is a typical tactic of the lower-tier male influencers. Spend a bit to polish their profile, add a respectable title, and with a handsome face, they navigate the scene with ease. Even engineers and programmers are joining male influencer training programs. Why are they also doing photoshoots? Here's the reason. When using social apps, photos become the main way to connect with women. In simple terms, these apps match people based on photo quality. High-quality photos attract matches of similar quality, but with lower-quality photos, matches may end up being lower rated or even with bots. Even in situations like family introductions or meeting someone through friends, photos are essential. The person making the introduction needs an impressive photo to show the potential match. Without a good photo, there may be no chance of meeting at all. These days, looks are the ticket. Women are visual creatures. With a well-built social media profile, response rates go through the roof. A few days ago, I came across a handsome guy from Shenzhen while scrolling. He's got that rugged good look. It took some effort, but I finally added him. Tomorrow, I'm heading to Shenzhen to meet him and see just how handsome he really is. After meeting the handsome guy, the girl said, "The trip was so worth it. He's even better looking in person than in the videos." Actually, the production team in the group is all women. They're the makeup artists, stylists, and wardrobe consultants. The surprising thing is how well these lively young women match up with highly educated programmers. The women think that degrees from top 985 and 211 schools are very appealing. They think it'll mean smart kids. The programmers, in turn, say they finally met women who enjoy life and know how to socialize. It's no wonder that romance often sparks between the two circles. Programmers find their ideal type, stylish and social. The women find their perfect match, educated, well-paid, and homebodies. Looks and intelligence are a match, and the chemistry is real. The popularity of this refined persona trend reflects social realities facing young people in China today. In top-tier cities like Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and Shenzhen, there are 20 to 30% more eligible men than women. This gender imbalance makes the dating market extremely competitive. Great education, great income, and great looks, the three greats, have become the minimum standard. Even getting a chance to meet requires a set of refined photos to compete. In a social media-driven era, one's profile has become the first impression of personal value. Social media algorithms favor high-quality lifestyle displays, so a well-crafted persona is no longer optional. This pressure has many young people joining the refined competition. We all know it's an act, but without it, there's no chance. It's not about pretending to be rich, it's about creating opportunities. When the ladder of reality is too steep, we have to build a stepping stone for ourselves. Now, let's talk about the down-to-earth version. Unlike private clubs that cost tens of thousands of yuan, these young men only spend a few hundred yuan to join a WeChat group. Their day-to-day social media posts focus on a warm and caring persona. Shots at five-star hotels, scenic poolside afternoon tea photos, casual snaps at high-end nightclubs, cozy cat cafe shots to create a warm image. After becoming male influencers, they begin looking for social connections. Some women start noticing odd clues. These guys clearly have homes in Chengdu, so why are they insisting on staying in hotels every day? What's going on here? When asked, they claim it's just a friend visiting, giving vague answers that sound suspicious. And when dates ask for a luxury car pickup, these so-called refined men suddenly vanish. This group has some typical traits. Their social media is filled with untouched photos of elegant afternoon teas, usually tagged at five-star hotels. Their favorite posts are work photos. The photos always include a MacBook on a pristine desk. They often claim to be investors or entrepreneurs, and their conversations revolve around their companies going public. But when asked for specifics, they dodge the questions. This is where the classic encounter happens. A dressed-up female influencer meets a male influencer who rented a luxury car, and their first scene is always dinner. The girl orders the most expensive dishes, often inviting her best friends to show off her golden husband. The guy has no choice but to keep up the act, with the meal costing him a month's salary. But shopping is even funnier. When the girl picks up a handbag and coyly asks if it looks good, the guy, seeing the 20,000 yuan price tag, nearly faints. He quickly suggests it's cheaper to buy it from a UK shopping service, but the girl insists on getting it right away. After a few awkward seconds of eye contact, the guy reluctantly swipes his card, earning a "You're amazing" from her. Here comes the real drama. The guy, unable to keep up, cautiously suggests lowering their standard of living. The girl's expression changes instantly. "Lowering my lifestyle means letting me die. If you can't give me the life I want, don't waste my time." This plot twist is brutally realistic. This is the classic fake meets fake. Two people clinging to personas trying to date. Can it really work? One is pretending to be wealthy, while the other worries about keeping promises, and in the end, both face social embarrassment. Now, here's how they enter the circle. Many young people are drawn in by short videos featuring luxury cars, mansions, and high-end meals. Contact information is left under these videos, and adding them on WeChat grants entry to the group. But joining has requirements. Basic groups cost a few hundred yuan, mid-tier groups charge a few thousand, and high-end groups cost tens of thousands of yuan. Members may also need proof of savings of at least 100,000 yuan in an Alipay account. In the higher-end groups, members can get certain perks. They arrange meetups at high-end afternoon teas, can connect with popular influencers with millions of followers, and the group admins even introduce them to wealthy women and top resources. The group is full of internet celebrities, online sellers, and influencers. Everyone wants high-quality photos to support their personas, but with limited funds, group buying becomes the solution. The most astonishing are the rental prices for props. A Ferrari costs over 9,000 yuan per day, plus a 60,000 yuan deposit. However, those with high Sesame credit scores can skip the deposit. Besides luxury cars, there are private jets, yachts, luxury apartments, high-end office buildings, and even golf courses, horse farms, designer handbags, and luxury watches available for rent. A netizen recently documented the car rental process at a luxury car rental shop in Shenzhen. Inside, a Ferrari 488 convertible caught their attention, with the shop owner explaining that its daily rental rate is around 7,000 yuan. Parked next to it was a $6 million yuan Lamborghini Roadster, which customers were also allowed to test drive. In the end, the netizen decided to rent the Ferrari for 3 days, totaling 18,000 yuan. While discussing business in the office, the owner shared insights about the industry. According to him, 70% of their clients are men, many of whom rent luxury cars to build a certain persona, fit into certain social circles, or impress on dates. Interestingly, it's not only cars that can be rented for image building. High-end watches are also available for shared rental. The owner noted that wearing a rented million-yuan watch and driving a Ferrari creates an impressive image. Currently, the shop offers 3 luxury watches for rent, with the most expensive being a Patek Philippe 5139 valued at 700,000 yuan, yet it rents for only 1,000 yuan per day. In the video, 2 employees from the rental company openly revealed the male socialite strategy behind these rentals. When you see luxury cars with out-of-town plates in Shenzhen, there's a good chance they're rented, especially for popular models that dominate the rental market. These rentals often come with restrictions, requiring customers to drive only outside the city, never locally. As a result, more than 90% of luxury cars with Jiangsu, Zhejiang, or Shanghai plates seen on Shenzhen streets are rentals, and the clients are often individuals keen on creating a high-end image for themselves, these so-called male socialites. Let's look at the actual cost burden these fees place on ordinary young people. For a fresh college graduate in a first-tier city, the monthly salary is around $1,100 to $1,700. An average white-collar worker earns around $2,100 to $800 per month. Yet, the cost of a high-end photo shoot is Ferrari shoot, shared by 50 people, $25 per person. Michelin restaurant, shared by 60 people, $7 per person. Yacht outing, shared by 100 people, $14 per person. Private jet shoot, shared by 30 people, $42 per person. This means that for less than a day's salary, young people can create a profile showcasing a $40,000 monthly lifestyle. During a time when housing prices in first-tier cities are 40 to 50 times young people's annual incomes, this shared economy offers a glimmer of hope. As one young entrepreneur said, it's not just vanity. In today's world, a respectable image is like a key. Without it, many doors remain closed. This is the current ecosystem of social circles. Everyone is building personas, and everyone is putting on a show. But does pretending to be rich really solve anything? Those guys who post luxury cars and mansions still have to return to reality eventually. No matter how convincing they are, their bank accounts aren't growing any bigger. And who's the real winner here? The group admins running these group buys, collecting membership fees, taking commissions, and charging rentals. Now that's the real money-making strategy. So, what do you think about this trend? Let us know in the comment section.